हेलो एवरीवन। तो आज का सेशन हम लोग बेसिक अपना स्टार्ट करने जा रहे हैं। सबसे पहले एक वर्चुअल मशीन क्रिएट कर लेते हैं। सो बेसिकली ये सेशन इस सेशन में हम लोग दो मेजर टास्क कवर करेंगे। एक तो हाउ टू क्रिएट द वर्चुअल मशीन इन एज्यूर एनवायरनमेंट। तो अगर आपने फ्री ट्रायल का एज्यूर अकाउंट बना रखा है तो आप इसके होम पे जाइए, लॉगिन करिए। लॉगिन करने के बाद आपको ऐसा एज्यूर का कंसोल मिल जाएगा। आफ्टर दैट आप एक वर्चुअल मशीन अपने लिए रीच आउट कर सकते हो जिसमें हम अपना सारा लिनक्स का प्रैक्टिकल करेंगे। सो फर्स्ट आपको क्रिएट देन एज्यूर वर्चुअल मशीन and then so I already created a resource group, so you don't need to create any resource group. Okay, but first time if you are logged in the system, then obviously you need to create the resource group. Okay, so this is the prerequisites. I already created a test resource group. Virtual machine name, we can mention anything like uh, training VM. Okay, so I will mention cannot contain the special character. Okay, so training. Otherwise, let me put my name. Okay, where do you want to create? So reason we will cover separate. I will create a separate session for the for basic cloud. Okay, how to start your career in cloud from zero to hero. So this course basically designed for Linux administrator. So Linux administrator is not like a single profile these days. Okay, if you want to become a Linux administrator, you should know how to handle the virtual machine in on-premises as well as in cloud. So if you are not having hybrid cloud knowledge, then probably you will not be get hired in these days. So that's why I just wanted to let you know that how to support the Linux machine in cloud. So for time being, I just created my account in Azure cloud, and I'm going to create one virtual machine in this cloud, and after that we'll perform our practice. Okay. So region availability option. So region I'm selecting East US. Okay, we'll do our all the practice in this region only. Availability zone. So I have multiple option in availability zone. Okay, skill set and availability set will cover it separately in the cloud. So for now, I'm just grabbing the minimum requirement in order to run this machine in Azure cloud. Availability zone. So zone one, I'm not going to select more than one zone. Okay, security types of trusted launch virtual machine, and we have multiple options here also. Okay, the basic level of security of the virtual machine, I'll select a standard. And image, I'm going to use SUSE 15 SP4. Okay, Gen 2. We have other option too, but we'll perform our patching on this machine. Spot instance, spot discount. We can have okay capacity, but after this practical, probably I will delete this machine. Okay, so I'm not going to choose this option. So instead of SSH, I will use the username. Username, I'll use my name, and then password, I will. Okay, so port rule. So by default, I will enable the SSH. Okay, we can enable multiple port in virtual machine NSG security network security group, and we can perform some hardening as well. But here I'm not going to do anything. Okay, so say enterprise. Okay, would you like to subscription? No, I'm not going to use. So that's it. Okay, so next option is disk option. OS disk, image default, premium SSD, VRSR, perform manage disk. Okay, I'm not going to select any more disk. Networking also it will be basic advanced networking. Okay, delete public IP and IC when the VM is deleted. I will yes. Okay, enable the escalator uh, networking on. So whatever the default, I'm just leaving like that. Okay, management. So identity, Microsoft enter ID. So basically this Azure ID become the enter ID nowadays. Okay. Auto shutdown, enable the auto shutdown. Auto shutdown we can enable. As I told you, after the practical will delete this machine. Okay. Monitoring, I'm not going to enable. Advanced, nothing. Tagging also, I'm not going to do anything in tagging. Review and create. So let's go ahead. Sorry. And review and create. So it will take little time. So meanwhile, we can do one thing. Okay. I can I can give you a little more details about what we are going to cover. So once our virtual machine is ready, then I will start the today Linux course from zero to hero. So in last session, I explained that why if you want to plan to come in IT, information technology, so what are the basic requirement, and what exactly do you need? Okay, so for the education perspective, as well as technical skill set. Okay, because you can't do everything. You need to choose a particular area where you are interested and you can explore yourself. So one of the area I already provided the details. Okay, so if you want to become the cloud as well as Linux administrator, then you can avail this course. Okay. So in our first video, what I'm going to cover the basic requirements. So this is our OS installation basically. So we just grab one machine in Azure Cloud, and I'm going to I'm installing SUSE 15 SP04 in this machine. Okay, once machine is ready, then after that I will log in through the console, PuTTY console. After that, I will show you the basics. Okay, so if you already worked in your well, let me show you something meanwhile this is. So if you already worked in your home laptop, so you have already seen that what is the folder, and what is uh, how to create a file inside the folder. So like folder, and what is the file. Okay, and how to create a file. Okay, and how to delete the file. Okay, delete the file, delete, how to move the file. Okay, and how to change the permission. Okay, how to change the permission, and so on. Okay, so Unix is little different. Okay, so in Windows, you everything is GUI based. Okay, so suppose you want to create some folder, then you can right click and then new folder, then you can create. Okay, suppose you want to create any file, it's pretty easy. Okay, you can right click and then create the file. If you want to see the content, you can simply just double click and see the content and write. But in Unix, it's completely different. Everything you need to you're supposed to perform through command line. Okay, then only you can survive in Unix industry. Okay, although Unix provides the GUI option too, but it's too complicated. Okay, so it's better to have some knowledge, CLI based knowledge. Okay, if you want to really survive in this Unix industry, and then only you will basically feel that you are the Linux administrator or Unix administrator. Okay, so it's taking a bit time. Let me see what is happening here. Virtual machine. So all the resource. Let's see. I think we selected that is spot instance. That's why I think it is taking little time. But I can grab another machine. Okay. So let me try the other one. Virtual machine. Let's create Azure bot virtual. Same thing I'll do. Okay. I will. review and create. Okay, so meanwhile, let me. So what are the basic commands? Suppose you want to see that where are you sitting inside the server, okay, inside, suppose after the login. So how to log in? So basic tool is the putty, okay. So this is the software, PUTTY, okay, putty. And you need to download this software from the internet, okay. Once you will download this software, then after that, you need to provide the host name or IP. Okay, so every host name has a IP associated. Okay, so this is not mandatory, but yes. So suppose google.com. So behind the google.com, there are multiple IP associated. Okay, so if you want to see that, I can show you something. So here is suppose NS lookup. You can see google.com. Okay. So you can see that there are multiple IP, google.com. So these are the DNS. So basically it is being resolved with this DNS, CDN, CDNS01 Comcast.net. Okay, so this is my home internet. Okay, so it is being resolved. So host to IP and host and IP to host is being resolved. So here also in Putty, you will get two options. Either you can log in through your host name, otherwise you can use your IP too. SSH is the secure shell. Okay, so in Unix there are multiple options to log in. Okay, but SSH is the preferred way if you want to log in with SSH. SSH default port is 22. Okay, so you can log in through SSH and it will provide you the secure login to the server. Okay, so we have a telnet option too. Telnet work on the port 23, but whenever you will transfer the file, it will not be in encrypted form. Okay, so so this is not secured way. So all the organization usually use this SSH method to log in. Okay, they don't allow to log in through telnet until unless is there any application special required. Okay, so you need to remember this SSH port. SSH was 122, telnet work on 23. Okay, so host name and then IP, and the software name is putty. So this is the basic software. Once our machine is ready, then we'll put our host name or IP over here. After that, we can log in on the system. But I forget one more thing. Just a second. This time, I'm not sure if it is working from background. Nothing is happening. Okay. So let's create one more time. Okay. There are some problem. That's why it is not creating the virtual machine. Create a virtual machine. Otherwise, I can create network watch charging. I select this one. Okay. Machine name. Now this is validation passed. Okay. So we can create our machine now. Initializing deployment, submit deployment. Okay, now you can see here. Okay, so in all the resource, it is being deployed. Okay, deployment is in progress. Okay, let it be done first. Okay, so now we can go here. Let's refresh one more time. Okay, so in virtual machine, we should be able to see one virtual machine. Okay, so now we can see our virtual machine created Vivek test1 VM. Okay, okay. Now we'll, so it is running. What is our public IP? So this is our public IP. So as I told you, we can log in through the putty. Here is by host name and IP. I will, so let me do one more thing. First, I will save for the next time whenever I log in. Okay. So this is the one. What was our username? Our username was Vivek, and then password. So this is the way. So this is our Unix console. It will look like this. Okay, how once you will log in the system, you can see this is the banner. Okay, so if you want to see the banner, what is banner? So whatever the first message you are seeing on the screen, that means this is the banner. Okay, so banner usually we create, suppose you are working in production development or some other environment, or you want to populate some message. Okay, whenever suppose anyone is login default or by intention, okay, he should know in first login that why he is logging in the server. Then this is the preferred way. Okay, so very first command in Unix, login, then put your username. After that, you will be able to log in. So just type pwd. This is the password for a present working directory. Okay, where are you working? So I am inside the home and Vivek. Okay, so now we can switch to the root. So sudo is the second command. Okay, so first command is pwd. Sudo is suppose you want to switch to some other user. Okay, so sudo su hyphen, you can use some other user as well. Here I am going to switch to the root. Okay, so now, okay, so you can see who am I. So I am Vivek. Okay, I logged in as a root privilege. So just note it down. First command is the pwd. Second command is the sudo su hyphen. Okay, and how to check the OS version and kernel level. So first you want to check the kernel, then uname hyphen a. You can see your platform level. Okay, this is the one, and your kernel level is 5.15.0.10.60. Okay, this is your kernel level. If you want to see your OS level slash OS release, okay, you can see your OS. So I think there are some, oh, the default, I think this, when we created this machine, I was planning to create with SUSE, but I think by default we have Ubuntu selected. Okay, that's the reason we are seeing the Ubuntu. No problem. Okay, so mm, we'll see that. Okay, but this is the way. If you want to see the OS version, OS cat slash etc OS release. Okay, in Red Hat you can see the through cat slash etc slash Red Hat release. And in SUSE, it will be the same command, cat slash etc slash OS release. So this is the one. This is the third command, uname hyphen a. You can see now whoever is a very new and new to the Unix. Okay. So now the second command, I will put all these in my description. Okay. So pwd, lscd, mkdir, and rmdir. So ls, suppose you want to, ls is the listing. Okay, you want to see the file, where are you and what are the files inside. Okay, so then you can find out through ls command. Okay, so suppose I want to see and how to switch the directory. Suppose you want to go in slash root. Root is the main administrator directory. So cd slash root, and then you can see all the details inside this directory. Okay, so I have snap only inside the root. Okay, what we have inside the snap, you can see here. Again, type ls. So what I'm doing basically, I'm just switching my directory through cd, changing the directory, cd command, and after that I am listing the content of the directory. So this is the first command. How to switch is the cd command, and how to see the content of the directory, you can see through ls. Now the next command is clear. Okay, if you want to clear the screen, you can clear. Now the next command is mkdir. So similar, you create the folder in Windows. Okay, right click and then new folder, and then you will get your folder here. We can't create a folder by right clicking. Okay, so we need to create the, if you want to create the folder, we need to type the command mkdir and then test one. Okay, hit enter. Now run this command again. ls. Now you can see two directory. One is the lxtf, one is your test one. So test one basically is your container, a folder, okay, which you have created just now. So now how to remove this? So you can remove rmdir and then test one. Now let's run the ls-l again. Now the directory is gone, right? So let's create one more time. mkdir test one. Switch to this directory. Okay, test. Now let's list the directory. So I can't see anything in this directory because I haven't created anything, right? So the very next command is, so we have covered pwd, ls, cd, mkdir, rmdir. Okay, let's do the touch, cp, mb, rm, cat, lesson, head. Okay, so how to create a file inside the folder? So touch is the command, touch, and then um, p1 you can create, and otherwise you can create multiple file, p2, then p3, then p4. Okay, now you can list the file. Your file p1, p2, p3, and p4 already been created, but all these are the empty file. If you want to see, so cat is the next command. Okay, how to uh, see the content of the file. So cat is the command. Okay, so I haven't written anything. Then vi, if you want to write anything inside the file, then this is the command. Vi is the our vi editor. It's a tool. If you want to write something, so I type vi, then escape I. It is, I am in insert mode. I can now type, this is my first file, right? And then escape, and then w, and then q. So you already saved that file. Now you can see the content. Okay, add p4. So this is my first file. So I hope this is clear. Touch, and then vi, and also cat. Okay, now mb. So suppose I want to cp this file, copy this file from one location to another location. So I can do the copy. Okay, cp then slash root. Okay, I can copy. If you want to see the content, yes, really, is this file there or not? P4, yes, this file already been copied. Okay, if you want to move this file, then mb is your source location, p4, and then your destination. So destination, if you want to copy here again with some different name, then just type p5. Okay, sorry, if you want to move this file, then you can move with some different name also. Okay, now you can LSI panel here, you will see the P5 as well. P5 will have the same content that P4 has it. This file, this is my first file. Okay, so this is clear now. Tail. So tail is the next command. So tail, if you want to see some, so let's go again. So this video is becoming too long. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will create another video for base to cover the next part of this basic command. Okay, so tail, if you want to see some files, then uh, 10 files from the bottom. Okay, from then only you can use the tail command. Okay, suppose tail -2 and then p4. So you can see the tail is not installed. Sorry, tail. So you can see the two lines. So now I'm stopping this video. I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, I will copy all the content in my uh, in the description column, and we'll create the second part of this video, okay, to cover the basic. Thank you so much, guys.